Hey, what's up? It's Panpon, and welcome to NIER Replicant version 1.22474487139. So, yesterday I went to the desert city and met with the prince of the city, the king of the country. They call country is dead because of the deceit of the back score, and to handle the situation during the loss of the king. So the prince went to the temple and get the marks, kind of royal marks, it's kind of symbol of the king. So now he became the king, has become the king, a new king. So he can get his country rolling now. But unfortunately, we don't know how to kill the black score yet. So we back to the village and we found new clue about the it's called mist, forest of the mist. Something going on there because a villager in that forest mist town sent a letter to Popular, but something weird about that. So I'm gonna go check it out today. I'm done all the side quests so far. Just fishing training, level 3. That's all. So I have a lot of time to go there. No, I mean to do something else. Okay, let me check the sound. So sounds good. Let me start it then. So falling, I have a weird dream about that as well. I mean, the protagonist in the game have a weird dream about that forest of the mist. So no sound right now. And Jonah seemed like to got the same dream about forest of the mist. That means something about it. Do you hear any music here? Okay. How about that? Okay. Sounds good. Okay, cool. Alright. Get started. Let's go to the forest of the mist. Figure out what happened. Okay, let's go. Let's get started. Let's go to the forest of the mist. Okay, but first let's harvest the vegetable and flower. Okay, we got rice. We're gonna sell it. 11. Sell or discard some to make room for more. Shit, I have to sell already. Okay. Can I harvest something else for now? Oh. It's not available yet. I thought 24 hours is enough. Or maybe I come early today. I see. I come early today. But how about the flower? How far? Flower is okay. I can use this flower as a recovery item. So I decide to plant this way every day. Because we have limited how many recovery items we can handle at a time. But if we have flower, then that means we have extra from issue. And let's see, I'm gonna check it out. How many SP I can get from the flower. Last time I planted the red one, it recovered 30% of HP. This one, if I guess, I don't want to guess, maybe 60. And another one may be full. Okay. Here it becomes the recovery item. Red moon yesterday 30%. Gold moon 30 as well. So what the difference? Okay, no difference there. But not bad. I have 5. Now I have 10 of them. Okay, you can hand. Oh, I see. To make it different name, so we can handle it more. Right. So we're gonna have totally 30 extra recovery item if we have all the moonflower. Another one is blue one. I see. So we can handle it 30 of them plus the recovery 10. Medicinal 30% as well. So we have 40 of recovery item at a time. How about that? Okay. So tomorrow or today I'm gonna plant the blue one. Cool. But this one not ready yet. Okay, maybe before. Okay, let me sell the rice. Got a lot of rice now. Medicinal herb. So I can sell with anyone then.
We've got some.
Sell rice. There you go. I have 93 rice. Sell them all. You see, 27 grand. How about that? Okay, sell them all. And that's all I want to sell. Bean is not bad. Okay. But rice is the best. If I sell all the beans, it's just 8 grand. Rice is the best one to sell. Other than that, just keep it for quest or anything.
Come back.
Alright, I'm gonna harvest the rice and then let's head to the forest of the mist. It's just next to the northern plain. Make to where there's a lot of sheep and bull, one bull. Harvest. 10 at a time. When we finish today, I think that plant might grow also. It's a melon. Maybe melon take more time. Okay. So meet the mayor in the forest of it. I don't have any question. Just finish. Just a fisherman gambit. It's a it's a fishing apprenticeship program that I applied for. Now I went to the 3rd level now.
We should play a game together sometime too.
Okay. Let's play Dota 2. Okay, let's head to the double savage. Got to find some time to upgrade my weapon. I want to go deeper into junk heap. Junk heap is where a lot of material and robot. Okay. Oh, where's Bo? Okay. There we go. Bo. Let's go. I'm very good at lifting now. So didn't know. Alright. Hope Kaine can catch up with me. I'm too fast. Oh, this is the forest of myth. That's a big tree over there. Is that an L tree in Elden Ring?
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
Can't get in there. Oh, there we go. Is that the mayor of this town? Mayor. What? For what?
Beware
The words.
the words.
The words? What do you mean? Contagious.
Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Those who dream.
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind. It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
Too big dialogue here.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
If you can speak to me. I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
So he think he's dreaming. So in the past week, a mysterious disease called daydream has spread across the forest of myth. Those who called it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined daydream was determined. The daydream was spread from person to person by spoken words. But before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. So White started at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are you saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
He said,
Well, yes. I think you have.
In other words, we've caught the death dream?
Ridiculous, preposterous, completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
Grimoire Weiss does not engage in meaningless conversations. It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
so he convinced that we in his dream.
It has demolished it utterly.
And White doesn't agree.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
But he getting anger. Wait, did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, the villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with renewed interest, pushing us started White aside in the process. He might have said something right, asked the mayor. Some specific combination of words. What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreamed, or oh, what the hell was it? Asleep? Cried White suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, my face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said. Those who dream. That's what he said, I'm sure of it. At least the major producer thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at me. That sounds right, he said. As a straight sheet of paper flattened to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head. His worn pencil stopped tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call the dead dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever come along. But I never expect a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Wise immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research the disease in your dreams, he said. But perhaps we should bend your effort to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I'm trying to escape. For the very first moment, I realized I was locked inside my own dream. I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, to no one in particular. And it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. So I nod in agreement. Huh, wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, I said. Just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that. That's weird. Silence, cried Wise. The Grimoire looked from me to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Wise face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor. You told us that nothing can exist in this dream without your knowing of it. But yet you seem surprised to see us when we first arrived. Yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my God, he said. You're right. I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Wise, and dreams are the few. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing form of I and Wise. We all counting on you. As I slowly fade into the mist forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of deja vu. I saw this man once before, he thought, but where? So, my mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time of dinner in time for dinner, but the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once, he would been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hand now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Wise was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging me to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Wise muttered something about legless turtle being more adept at navigating the environment, I snapped, "Okay, Wise, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have a walk. You don't have to walk." I leaned against a tree. I leaned against a tree and tried to stretch the knot from my back. "How can this stupid forest be so big?" I muttered to myself. The moment the words tumbled from my mouth, a cacophony of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, creak, and my roar, all at a volume that rattled my teeth. So I slapped my hands over my ear and screamed to be heard, "Wise, what's going on?" I could see Wise's mouth moving, but I might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, okay, and then, just as my ears seemed ready to tear from my head and go running for cover, the sound diminishes. Hesitantly, I removed the hand from my left ear and listened to the creature of the woods. Sri, shaka, shaka, chiki, chiki, woo, ma. What's that? Okay. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibel, I began to detect pattern in the sound. There you go. This is not random, I thought. It's not just white noise. Can you hear the white noise? It's something else. The insect weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. One with it is lacking, two with it is ideal, three with it is dangerous. What is it? One with it is lacking, two with it is ideal. So two is the best, is ideal. Three is not good, three is dangerous. So one is not enough, two is perfect, three is enough, three is too much. Let's see. What is it? Two is ideal. One is not good. Three is too much. Three is some or something. By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. What is a riddle? Excuse me. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. One is lacking, two with it is ideal, three with it is dangerous. What is it? The answer is a secret. A seesaw. How should I know? Secret. Secret between two of us. Yeah. Inwardly furious that Wise left the task to me. So I sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret. Right. The sound of the insect stopped, and suddenly, as it began, the forest underground parted before me like a ripple wave, opening a new path. These forests, arthropods, are making a road for us, said White with glee. Please, at passing the test. Okay, we passed the test. So I move on with new intensity. The part of fur my body relieved from the underground, but gave even greater cheer to my mind as long as they were on a path. Their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest had accepted us, huh? I said after a bit. White spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the view of this forest for some happy pet. You can certainly be friends. We have no idea where this path leads. So as White finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, I picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said White. His surprise was understandable. This time the rock struck the surface of the water. A musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripple it left behind came together to form words. What? I entered through the window, but break no glass. Another question. When night fall, I vanish. What am I? I entered through the window, so are you a windy something? But break no glass. Maybe wind. When night fall, I vanish. Nightfall. Is that sunrise? Yeah, through window. And through the glass as well. Absurdly easy, but Wise now answered. I grit his teeth and try not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right, after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through the window, but break no glass. When night fall, I vanish. What am I? Sunlight. Yeah, that's what I thought. Sunlight. Sunlight. A plum of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the tree and reflected off the plum, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said White softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intention of this place. Hey, look, I cried, waking White from his desk. There is a house or something over there. Gazing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, White saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. What's that? That's weird, isn't it? Wise, I mean, who would build a house all the way out here. I walked over the pile on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open. A small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. I began. But before I could get any further, the clockman held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs. Alright. There you go. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon. But end the night with 3. What am I? I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon. What the fuck? But end the night with 3. What do you think? So I tried to ask the clockman who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said White, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, suppose, I said. Well, at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but end the night with 3. End the night with 3. What am I? A man, a demon, an angel. What? You have 4 legs in the morning, 2 at noon. I don't think it's a man. A man, we have 2 legs, right? All the time. A demon, probably. An angel. Shit. I don't know if I make a wrong answer. What happened? 4 legs in the morning. What? 4 legs in the morning. I have no idea now. Because at night it's 3. In the night with 3. Demon, angel, a man. A man at night we gonna go to sleep then. What? Does that matter? 4 legs. Demon has 4 legs in the morning and 2 legs at maybe a demon. I don't know. I don't think it's angel. A demon. As soon as the words were spoken, the forest began to swirl around him. Leaves brown and fell from tree branches, withered and died. The tall green grass shivered into dark curls of ash. Suddenly, a massive demon appeared before me and unleashed a tremendous roar. Yeah. Wrong. Now try again. What? So it's wrong. I have 4 in the morning and 2 at noon. Not a demon. An angel. Okay. How can it be a man? I have no idea how can it be a man. 2 at noon. Noon. Three legs. Okay. An angel. After was spoken, I found myself covered in a snow of perfect white feathers. A warm, gentle feeling ran up my spine as a creature of unimaginable beauty shimmered into existence. I found myself unable to hold back tears as the being's voice rang out. You are incorrect again. Please make another shot. So it's a man, but I don't understand why. A man. The mist dissolved from the clock figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. I don't get it. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealed his true identity. You're the mayor, I cried. The small man slowly shook his head. Me, small man. I am not the mayor, you know. Now listen to my words. I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what's that mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the dead dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As I watched, Miss sped up from the ground and enveloped the cottage, erasing it from existence. When I and Wise returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scampered over to them. Good gravy, he cried. You made it. You actually made it back. His left hand grabbed me and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge from the socket, while his right seized Wise by the cover and swung him to the air. Gah! By the hammer. Stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not. The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again. So I withdrew with myself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. We broke the dead dream seal. I said, at least I think we did. The mayor's face beamed as I filled him in on the detail. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down the forest ground and fell asleep. So I cocked his head. Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep? Kiss your endless paddle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of the place is futility itself. I and Mayor obediently decry by atop the grassy earth. Have you forgotten? Continue what? Is it worth that control the dead dream? Worth that allow us to move from place to place? No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue. With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. This is the first time, began the mayor. The first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here. His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener, and it was clear that they had awakened from their dream. So I shook the mayor's shoulder gently. Good news, he said. I think we made it. Good news, I said. Oh wow, said the mayor in an awe voice. A wet voice. I don't know. We did. I'm back. He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. You two have an idea. You two have no idea how much this means. The death dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to, well, if I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I might have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream. The mayor started to stand and then collapsed back to the earth. He started at his leg as if trying to remember how they worked. This is too long. Then glanced at me and shrunk it. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. Real life may take some getting used to, said the mayor, as a wry smile crossed his lips. You shall relearn in short order, I'm sure, said voice. For now, you should return to your home and rest. No, said Mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the death dream. I have to save them. The mayor slowly made his way to the divide tree in the center of the village, then bowed his head and prayed silently. This is the holy tree, he explained, when the prayer was finished. It's the guardian of our village history and memories. Superstition will only make our mission harder. Mother was, we should not put our faith in the gods. The mayor shook his head. Not the gods, the words. Legends say that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a silver. Though I and White could not contain their surprise, it seemed a gold had been found in the most unexpected of places. Yeah, we're looking for silvers. I say, Mother Wise, this is certainly a stroke of luck. After three of them said their goodbyes, I mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious word he had left them with. Yeah, the third riddle is with a man. I don't understand. I once saw a version of you that was not yourself, Mother Mayor. What is the world does that mean? Lost in thought, he stared into space of a long moment. You know, he said softly. I said, right, this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I've seen you before too. I tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. Deja vu, right? Anyway, I think it's just some kind of illusion created by the daydream. It probably doesn't mean anything. I gave the mayor a nod and smile, but inwardly, his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? The riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much.
There you go.
Now I can finally return to a normal life.
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Okay. So we obtain the seal verses. Obtain dark execution magic. Dark execution summon magic spike from the ground. Or just was the same thing when we start the game. When we in the 1000 year before. Try to increase the number of the spike. So do we have
For a
to?
sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yeah, just speaking.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
So I still don't get the last question.
Don't overthink advice.
Now I can finally
This is one of the most...
I know.
Do we have to help the others as well? Oh my god, I see. Let me save. So it's an empty house, right? I saw other villages over there. It seems like we have to do some kind of a long talk, a big talk, and yeah, 1, 2, and that's it. You only have 2 villagers here. That is. So it's a small village. Can I? Okay, full. Okay, we have one here, another one here. So let's kill the girl first. Okay, let me get item first. Alright. I'm full now. Villager.
This person must be dreaming too.
Yeah.
It would appear that way, yes.
Okay. Enter the villager's dream.
Can't say I'm very excited to go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do this. We have come. Okay. I breathe air, sense with death, and receive the urge to laugh. For I know it will sound like the words of the madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my poison, is tucked beneath a stairway in the long, unusual catacomb of some infinite castle outside. Outside, I hear the sound of the funeral dirge that pray without end. Life has no place here. Wind is a forgettable friend. I pray of death to come, but he forsake me. Time passed and eternity slipped by in a single in a single tick of a clock. Someone knocked on my pricing. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior. I claw at the door of my jail. Embedded thick splinter under my ragged nail. My ragged nail. I scream. For help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is product of my adult mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me. Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see silver hair boy and a floating book before the light pour inside. My eyes accustomed to blackness exposed with pain, and I'm forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands over my eye and my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimmauld White. This is Panupon, me. Long have we been searching for you. Now come stand, we shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as Panupon, me. Extend my hand and pull. Extend his hand and pull me from the cell. Thought my eyes are slow to adjust to freedom. My ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sound of heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whispered. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimmauld White. Look at your feet. I forced my eye open and see water pooling around my ankle and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more come each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you're weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long forgotten friend. Made itself known again. I nod my head and swore to save my rescuer, no matter cost. The castle catacombs are a mess, twisting upon themselves like an endless entrail of a giant. I squid down the dim corridor and proceed north. Squint down the dim corridor and proceed north. Okay. I have to select this one. At the end of the corridor, I fire roll 20 gorgeous canopy best canopy resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been choked against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of the door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I fed a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the base and back again until the horror dawned full upon me. Someone has piled this body into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know. And sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself open the door and leaving that most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridor. Shit. How can I keep track? So last time I proceed what? North, I guess. Right? Oh, west. I probably proceed west, and if I proceed east, I'm gonna come back to the same way. So let's proceed south this time. Shit. I squint down the dim corridor and proceed north. So south. So back to north again. Squint down the dim corridor. Okay. Now I go east. Squint down the corridor. And go north. Go east. Go north. Go north and north, how about that? At the end of the path, the water rises to my waist, exhausting me both physically and spiritually. Spiritually, I pray that this is the way out. Eventually, I can't stand the sight of the water no longer, and so turn my eyes upward. Imagine my surprise when I see a series of paintings hanging on the faded plaster wall. Each depicts a person in the prime of life, clad in clothing of the highest quality. The style, however, are strange to me, leading me to believe that these people had lived longer. One subject wears an outfit. One subject wears an outfit that particularly catches my eye. It is constructed of a thin, breezy cloth and decorated with a motif of flower and birds, while encircling the figure waist is a leather belt of the most perfect construction. It is a stunning costume, even by modern standards. As I gaze at the portrait, I'm struck by a desire to touch it with my own hands. Yes, as I extend a single finger to the painting, I'm gripped by a most unpleasant feeling. Staring closely at the image, I see it bend and warm into the shape of another finger. Something behind the picture is pointing at me. Is it another prisoner? A fellow inmate trapped for eternity in this space. I cannot let it pass, and so I see the portrait with both hands and throw it into the water. The wall is hollow behind the painting, and inside can just make out a body. Whether or not this is a prisoner, there would be no rescue. The poor soul is long there. Scrap of clothing lie on the floor around the bones. Only a small amount of the fabric has survived, but it features the same delicate design that were depicted in the portrait. I have been admiring a row of corpses blocked from view by portraits of each victim at the pinnacle. Enough. Shielding my eyes, I paddle forward through the water. I squint down the dim corridor and proceed south. Okay. The water had risen to my chin and now laughed greedily at my mouth and nose. The water is high now. You dumb bastard! I shouted. He surely decided to say more. I surely decided to say more, but the rest of my insult is cut short by the rising water. With more white, wet, and tattered float on the water surface. It is already too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. What? Shit. This is a trap. Oh, it's hard. Really hard. So I save on that. Okay. So we're done talking with the mayor, but that girl, I made the wrong decision. So let's try again. But this time I don't read anymore.
This person must...
It would have...
Can't say...
Perhaps you should...
Yeah,
I can't keep up. Okay. Okay, we have to find the right way. Let's see what is the first way we proceed. Proceed north. Okay. So east. North. So north. And then east, and then north, north, east, north, east, north, east, probably, north, east, north, west, or east. Okay, let's go east. And then I find myself in a great hall with only the sound rain bottom for comfort. The waterlogged red carpet spin beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of the fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Nothing movement I put the chair at the table has, but as the truth of the matter dawned on me, I recall in horror. The host of the feast is a corpse, yeah, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wrinkled insects have made home in their remains. And this is the moment I saw. This once fitting face was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hand, then slowly back away from the table, desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me. My guest laughed on the chair upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chair proved to be even more trouble than the feast itself. Once one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat up the back and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate dinners were dead when the meal began. Or if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized scream that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that this soul had committed some terrible crime for which this was a punishment. So, though in truth, I suspect they had committed to no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I fit out the corridor. So I go east and then I go north. Again, all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cried. And so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with me. And give more wise. I slam my body against the thick sturdy door. On the third try, it gave way, and we find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat. The clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west, I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears joy the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died there. Looking down, I suddenly noticed that my dress is in tatters and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress? Asked Wise. Then you are a woman. Madam, I am. I prefer the tools. As mine. I suppose that come as something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. I can see that the one known as Panuhut is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well with a nod and a trunk. The three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke filled the abandoned castle, avoiding the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle window shattered with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze rose through the hallways and corridor, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watched in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flickered to life, causing to grow in front of the broken windows. The castle dead had awakened to their new life as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
So,
I hear that.
she alive?
Thank you so much for saving me. I never want to have a dream like that again.
Okay.
Thank you so...
Okay. So, the last one. Let me heal them all. So
And another victim.
we
This
just
work certainly is trying.
reading there. Just reading the
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Vice.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
So today is reading day. So a colony of massive clamshell was visible in the distance, their tall forms carving against the sky. Wise and Panupon had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Vice?
As White considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
Mirage. Under this heat, the mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. So Pineapple nodded. So I nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in his breath. So I thought, I've never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin whips of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had let this material down. Over there, the heat reflecting from the road made me lightheaded. So my feet hurting, I crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The campaigning had already begun. Why try not to let my eye roll too much? A joke? He said. No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. So I glanced at White's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, my feet grew more painful, and my throat dried than he thought possible. I tried not to look further than the next step ahead because the bright sunlight made me hesitant to trust my own sense. We're definitely getting closer, said Wise in an effort to share his company. Yet this much is certain. Encouraged. So I left his gaze. Suddenly, I stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road, with my mouth and eyes wide open and my finger pointing in the distance. Water, I cried. It's water. Water, asked Wise. Preposterous. I don't see any water. Oh, there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun is reflecting off it. Without waiting for a response, I sprang to life and bowed toward the side. What in the? There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. I closed my eye and sighed at White floating up behind me and shrunk softly and chunkled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. So I shook my head, bewildered. Suddenly, I pointed off in the distance, my eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right there. So I sprint off again, leaving Wise with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, I came to a halt. I have sworn it was right around here. Confused, I put my hand up to my eye and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as I stopped, I noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, I bound off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until exasperate voice finally followed up to me and stuck me in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot! Stop this at once. There is no water here. So my friend crowded. There isn't. There is not. And perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Wise paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad shade was not altogether wasted. It seemed we have arrived in the city of art. So I looked up, straight out before me was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge, I cried, completely forgotten the heat and pain of the past few hours. I never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle, the stretch up toward the sky, but that is where the similarity ends. Most were covered with pane of glass that reflect light in 1,000 directions, while others seem to be nothing but frame of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. What capacity it is, I said. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron cranes with wheels sat silent on steel rails, beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over everything. As they moved away from the massive sculpture, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of color and style was staggering. Unable to find a theme of purpose to the abstract work around them, so I and Wise eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, we discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. So I uttered a sigh of relief as I approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single bird. She chiseled into their right arms. One read alpha, one read beta, and the final one read gamma. As I moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real. The others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false one will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed, as if on cue. The three statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, I said. They're alive. The triple bow low before me. Please, said Alpha. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to me and threw his hand in the air. Alpha is fake. You know, I am the real one. What a road crap, said Gamma. Beta is fake, everyone knows. I'm the only real one around here. Their respective is given. The three statues return to their frozen state as sudden. Once again, envelop the city. When you consider all the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Wise. So I furrow my eyebrow and consider his answer. And consider my answer now. Only one form is real. The other are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false one will only speak lies. I have no clue. Don't have a clue. They just argue to each other. Don't have a clue. So I took a long look at the statue and tried to clear my mind. On the outskirts of the city, we discovered three sculptures in the shape of human. So I uttered a sigh of relief as I approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. The three statues were, except for a single one, to their right arm. One red alpha, one red alpha, one red beta, and the final gamma. As I moved to touch nearest, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculpture. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of a bird. Only one. The other are false. So I moved to touch the nearest statue, the closest one. A bird flew from the top of one of the sculpture on the statue's shoulder. So the nearest one. The three statues. The three statues. Except for a single word into their right arms. So the word is on their right arm. Alpha, beta, gamma. Getting tired more than three of them. Okay. Three sculpture in shape human. Move to touch the closest one. Only one is real. Okay. And which one is the closest one? Depart. She shuddered to large color and form as they began to breathe. So they lie the triple bow low before me. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I'm real. speak the truth. Speak the truth. And speak lie. Stop lying. So they said lie. Beta. He turned to Alpha. It's fake. You know I'm the real. I think Beta is fake because he said lying. Stop lying. What a load of crap. Gamma said Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the real one. What? So probably Alpha is the real one. So Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one. So Beta is fake, and he didn't say about Alpha. I'm the real one. I'm the only real one around here. I'm real. Please, get me out of this nightmare. Stop lying. Alpha is fake. No, I'm the real one. I'm the only real one. Okay. Shit. So Alpha know that he is in nightmare. Right. Gamma said Beta is a fake. Always say lies. I always say lies. The fake one always say lies. Beta always say lies. Beta is a fake. Alpha is a fake. So Beta said Alpha fake. Gamma said Beta fake. So I think Alpha the real one. Only one. One form. Alpha. The one is Alpha. The eye of the statue shown with an airy light. The light grew stronger and stronger until I and White were forced to turn away. There we go.
It would seem we failed.
What?
Yeah,
We'd best act more carefully next time.
this is...
Okay.
And another victim. This
Okay.
I figured a book like...
even I.
Alright. Okay, let's see. So Gamma then. Because Beta said Alpha is fake, Gamma said Beta is fake. No one said Gamma is fake. How about that? What now?
It would seem
Oh.
we failed.
Yeah,
We'd best act.
So
And another victim.
only one left now.
I figured a book like...
Even.
So I misunderstand. So now Alpha Beta is the real one. get it. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out this nightmare. I'm real. I see. I'm the real one. So Beta said, oh, threw his hand in the air. I think this one. Yeah, he threw his hand in the air. Is that a reason? Yeah, he's the only one who threw his hand in the air. The other two didn't threw his hand in the air. So the only one form is real, the other form are false. So he's the unique. So the beta. Okay. So to my voice, it's a notable lack of confidence. I was relieved to see Wise nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Wise in the dry tone of a lecture. If Alpha were telling the truth, Beta and Gamma would be fake. But in that case, Gamma claimed that Beta is fake would be true. Gamma claimed that Beta is fake would be true. Even though Gamma is a lie, therefore that theory crumbles. So if Alpha is telling the truth, so Beta and Gamma will be false. Let's see. And if Gamma claims that Beta is a fake, if Gamma claims Beta is fake, is the truth. That means is that the truth? Then okay, got it now. So if Alpha is the truth, then Beta and Gamma gonna be false. But Gamma, if Gamma said Beta is false, be true. Not about doing the hand in the air, so it's about the logic here. So if we trust Alpha, then both of them gonna be false. And if Gamma claim that Beta is a fake, it's a truth. Gamma is a lie, therefore the theory crumbles. Now, let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. Okay. Assume Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liar. In this case, situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar. It would leave us with two statue telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that beta is telling the truth. If so, alpha and gamma lie would make sense. Therefore, beta must be real. Shit. I need to understand it. Someone try to teach me a logic. Probably one of the programmer in this team. So first we focus at the alpha. Yeah. If alpha telling the truth, then beta and gamma gonna be false. Okay. If alpha is true, then the other two is false. Now, if gamma is the truth, gamma is the truth. Gamma said beta is a lie. Then, if gamma is the truth, then alpha and beta must be lie. But in this situation, however, beta call alpha a liar, which would leave us the two statues. That means beta call alpha liar. That means if we focus at gamma, that means beta is liar. That means alpha is not a liar. That means alpha is the real one and gamma is the real one. In this case, if we focus at gamma and alpha, yep, gamma and alpha, we have two statues here and possible. And finally, if we focus at beta, yeah, he tell that alpha is the fake, and alpha didn't blame anyone. So no, in this case there is no way beta is the false one. But the first one, if we focus on the alpha, if the alpha is truth, then beta and gamma is the false. But gamma telling that beta is the false. That means it not make sense. It doesn't make sense. So if alpha is the truth, then beta, gamma be fake. Like two of them would be fake. But it's not, because gamma argue with beta. That means it can't be, two of them can't be fake. One of them must be true. They argue to each other. That's what I understand. So it's impossible. But beta is no issue with that. Okay. Alright. Okay, got it. Congratulations, villager, said wife in a cheerful voice. The time to awaken has arrived. Yeah, if we focus on alpha, then gamma and beta would be false. But the liar always say lie. So it can't be, they can't be two, you know. If they both lie, they can't be two. gamma said beta is a lie. That means if gamma said beta is a lie, that means you're gonna be lied to. You're gonna be false too. So it's headed. So let me rethink once more. So if alpha true, gamma beta is false. In that case, beta say alpha is a lie. That means beta lying. That means then gamma say beta is lie. Okay, maybe I'm overthinking. Maybe just like they said, if we focus on beta, no one blame. That means alpha and gamma is a lie. And that makes sense. That means gamma said that beta is a lie. Yeah, and alpha didn't blame anyone. That means he lied to himself. So if we assume that beta is the truth, then nothing can defeat that. Nothing can negotiate with that. But if we focus on alpha, that means beta and gamma is a lie. But alpha didn't say anything about who's lie. So that means gamma said if we focus on the alpha, that means beta and gamma is a liar. That means when gamma said beta is a liar, that's a lie. That means beta can be the real one. Yeah, that's it. So it doesn't make sense now. We can't have two real. We can't have more than one real one. And that when we are focused on alpha, if gamma is a liar, that means what he said is lie. And he said beta is a liar, that means beta is not a lie. And it doesn't make sense if we think alpha is not liar. Because we're gonna have our beta not liar as well. So it doesn't make sense when we focus on alpha. And when we focus on gamma, then alpha and beta must be liar. And if we focus on gamma, if beta said it's a lie, beta said alpha is a fake one, that means alpha is a real one then. If we focus on gamma, we're gonna have alpha and gamma are real one. So we can't have two real. And then last, we focus on beta said and assume he saying the truth. That means alpha and gamma are gonna be fake. And he said, and gamma said beta is a fake. That means gamma tell a lie. That means beta is real. So this beta is real. And alpha said he the truth, that means he lies. So it makes sense of them. That's why Beta is the only real one. I got it now. Shit, this deep. But I got it. I'm all awakened as alive. Thank you for saving me, Kai Villager. He dropped to his knee and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable. I pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked once, have you been to this city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu, I muttered. Just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that stuck me during the major dream split once more through his mind. To my mind.
That was rough.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough.
That's
Don't need
enough.
you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
It's a logic as well. Logic play.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Okay. This one. Okay. So we clear the question.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
One hand sword, faith.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
Alright.
I simply cannot bear another of these infernal conversations. Let us save it for another time.
Done. Huh? Okay, let's talk and what? Hello again. You know, I've been trying to figure out a way to thank you for saving me, and I think I've got it. We're going to put up a statue of you. It would be 10 feet high and made of pure gold. Oh, and I know you don't own a horse, but I think we put you on one. I know. Anyway, horses just make people look more heroic, you know. How's that? You don't want a statue? Oh, I thought you really enjoy it. Regardless, thanks to your tireless effort, our village is at peace once more. And at peace. Aha, huh. That's a little agricultural joke right there. Anyway, I've been thinking about other things besides bad joke and statue. I also decided that we need to start holding the village festival again. We used to have it every year, but the last mayor thought it was old-fashioned or something, and he killed it. But since I'm the mayor, I can start it up again. That's not abusing my power or anything, is it? What's that? You want to hear about the festival? Well, the official name is the Feast of the 3 days. We call it that because everyone sits around a huge table and eats for 3 days straight. No sleeping allowed. Oh, and we hold it on the foggiest days of the year, so it's hard to tell you what you're eating. Some of the dishes are delicious, but some are really rare and well, there's some weird stuff in them. Let's leave it at that. Anyway, you'll be pretty surprised what you can eat when you haven't slept for a couple of days. I'll make sure that a room is prepared for you so you can be the guest of all. What? You can't come. You have to wash your hair. Oh, alright, well, I guess that's understandable. What with the adventuring and all. Trustfully. I think this town needs more group bonding activity like that. It helps us get to know each other and also promote unity in time of crisis and so forth. Wise cough loudly. How much longer must we bear the insufferable flapping of these full gums? He whispered to me. Let him talk. He just woke up. He probably has a lot he wants to say. Why sigh? This must be what popular mean by bright and talkative. There. That's it.
I simply cannot bear
Okay,
I simply cannot bear another of these
that's it. We can't talk with them anymore. So, all good. We done.
I simply cannot bear.
Talk? Okay, let's talk. Let's see what they say. Oh, it's you. Can I talk to you for a minute? Here or here. These are my neighbor. I was just telling them about dream I had. You know, the one you rescued me from. They don't believe me. They say I'm making the whole thing up. Who could invent something like that? I remember the darkness. I remember the screams. Listen, you have to back me up here. They think I'm crazy. They need to understand. Tell them how you pulled me out of that cell and there was water everywhere and how it was rising so quickly. Part of me was convinced you had rescued me only to let me drown. You know, I don't want to drown. People talk about how it's peaceful, but I think they're lying. And tell them about the bodies. The bodies, oh God, there were so many of them. There was the room with the bed and the corpses, like piece of charcoal. I keep thinking about the fire and how hot it must have been, but then I don't want to remember it anymore, so I think about the wine. Only it wasn't wine, it was blood, and it was still warm. Sometimes I can still smell it. I'll be eating a piece of pie or something, and all I can smell is that warm blood mixing with the rising water. It's hard to eat now. When I see a table, I think about that feast and the gases and how the carpet squished beneath my feet when I walk. I don't know, it's weird. The picture maybe the worst. I keep wondering if they knew they were going to die and how they could sit still knowing that each stroke of the brush is a step closer to death. I think about stuff like that a lot now. Actually, I have a hard time thinking about anything else. I don't sleep much. Sleep is hard. I see such terrible things when I close my eyes. Anyway, I was hoping you could tell my neighbors so they... Where did they go? They left a while ago, I said quietly. Doubtless they fire your dream a bit disturbing, said voice. Doubtless they fire your dream a bit disturbing, voice said. Perhaps you could find something else to talk about with them, such as the weather or kittens. The villager smiled softly at me, but the smile soon faded from her face. As the two of them slowly backed away, they could see tears beginning to fall from the corner of her eye. And that's it.
I simply cannot.
Alright, the last one. Let's talk to
I simply cannot bear another.
Okay. Oh hey, it's you, the guy who saved me from the crazy city. It's great to talk to you again. You're a hero, you know that? Oh, come on. Don't be shy, it's alright. The mayor even said we're going to build you a statue and everything. I hear you've been traveling the world, good for you. Travel is the key to happiness, you know? Getting out in the world, meeting your fellow human face to face, it really changes the way you see things. I think change like that will be vital in the new world that's coming. How's that? Me? No, I've never traveled, never left this village. To tell you the truth, still, I'd like to get out someday. I think our world is dying. Seriously, think about it. You got a black skull. The shade, the mysterious illness, like the dead dream. It's like something is trying to give us a warning. In fact, I'm sure this is a warning. We need to change our ways before it's too late. I'd like to help change the world, but I'm just a simple villager. Not like you guys. You're on the front line of everything. Lashing in with sword and magic spell and stuff like that. Hey, I know, maybe we can join forth and change the world together. I mean, with your experience and talent, and my well, whatever I have. Anyway, I think we could really make a difference. This world needs a leader, someone who can unite the people in common purpose. He probably have to be kind of tough too. I mean, this isn't a world that appreciates calm discussion, you know? He also needs to be smart and have the ability to look down the road and think about what's the best for the future. I bet you'll be the perfect. I bet you'll be perfect. What you just say? Huh? You think I should do it? Oh no, that's not. I mean, thank and everything, but no thank. I'm not a public limelight kind of guy. I'd rather hang around the background and help from here, you know, like an advisor or a puppet master or whatever they call. Actually, I think I'd be pretty good at that. So, I and Wise left before the villager could hand them a copy of his pamphlet. 10 simple ways to save the world. As they walked, Wise pondered openly about the man. I suppose he is what they call an armchair general.
I simply cannot bear.
Okay. Good to talk to them after their deep sleep. That's it.
I simply.
Wise have had enough. Okay, we should go back to Popular. So today no fighting at all. Fighting in my dream. In our dreams. And Kaine didn't come with us because she doesn't come in any town.
So how was the village?
There we go.
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Alright. That's all for today. I have had enough too. Okay, bro. So tired. Not fighting at all, but so tired. So let's go back to popular. Okay.
The death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Illness.
Yeah, it was something, all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick, after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried, so maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Red bag.
Got it.
The map. Where is it?
The person I asked to help...
So. What it is?
It's a sculpted leaf. Right?
This is the first sane thing I have seen in this room.
Because we went to that village. Right. Strengthening.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter dismay, you know.
Can I have it? No. Okay, 2 more times then. Order. Do you have rice? Here we go. Let's plant rice. This is my main income. There you go. Chill down. Cool down. So this is not action RPG anymore. Today is not action RPG anymore. So, if anyone expect to see me playing, killing any monsters, you're not disappointed. started planting. Okay, now let's plant some flower. It's for healing item. I have a blue moonflower seed. I'm gonna buy more. I'm gonna buy AC font tomorrow. So 5 of each. So this is the last 5 flower I got. So the middle row we're gonna plant something random like melon, like that. This one for healing item, and the first one is for money income. So I water this one, right? I don't remember anymore. Okay. Flower seed. That's it. I'm done planting. Alright. What I wanna do today. That's all. I'll put the money here. Maybe popular.
Don't worry about me. I'll wait right here and not get into any trouble. I'll even drink the medicine Popola made. Even
Okay.
though it's really gross.
Back to normal dialogue.
Just come back for me. Okay?
Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay, I wanna try new magic. Okay, let me see the sword here. Oh, it look cool. It's like a katana, fade, but very light shit, like that. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna use this one if I can upgrade it. Magic power is lower, but it's katana. And very light, that means very fast. There we go. I like this one. Shit. Okay, let's see this. Oh, I think it's about the same speed. So what the point of version? I have guard break with this one. Magic power. Okay. Really light. Wait. Maybe it's faster when what? When dodge. Face. Or walk faster. I didn't see any difference. already fast. Just more. Like
That poor girl.
can't see the difference. I like that now. Okay. Let's play. Reduce it. Next time. Alright, that's it. Shit. That's it for today. So no action today. Just RPG. So today, that's it. We clear the quest, main quest. This is the main quest actually. In the forest of myth. So villager, they all fall asleep, including the major. So we wake them up somehow. We have to get into that dream and solve the puzzle and got back. For the major, we just talk. For another two villager, we have to select the right answer. And that's it. We got a sword. Oh, a new magic as well. I haven't checked it. What does it look like? Okay, and next time we're going to the sea fonts again. We have a quest from Popular. So we're gonna fix the canal. What is a canal? I need to know. Last time I don't know what I'm looking for. What's a canal? Canal, right? Okay. Canal, okay. Like a waterway. Maybe we can use a ship after we fix it. A boat. Cool. That's cool. That's it for today. Hope you enjoy. I don't think so. I'm just reading today. That's all. So today is a trap. I just want to practice my reading skill. That's all. Okay, thank you for watching and see you again next time. Have a good one. Bye now. Peace.